at the Queer University. And Tertiary, before we went for the break, I
Yes,
had requested you that when we come back, you help us understand the need of education in this dispensation. Two things are putting education on a standstill to some level. Artificial intelligence. People these days, probably because of your experience, that's why you still hold your role. But guys, for us who are still starting out, you go out for a job and they tell you, I can write social media posts with the ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Why do I need
yeah.
you? So that means that there is a challenge in terms of how we are accessing jobs. But also there is a new breed of young people, and probably some are scrupulous, others are unscrupulous. They are making huge, astronomous amounts of money, and they're saying, I made this, I do not have a degree. Why do I need to go to school, to a university like where? What is really the value for education currently, putting also these things that are putting education under fire in this dispensation?
Thank you, Alan. Let me start by saying that higher education is actually a continuous thing. So what you've shared cannot put a pause to higher education. Why? Because we are moving to the next phase. And the next phase is actually one, digital innovation. While we are having AI, is purely an innovation thing. Right now, we have what we are calling analytics. And I would encourage every other Kenyan listening to us right now to make sure that they understand what numbers are to anything. AI, if you look at how it's being done, it's purely a very analytical thing without necessarily going to the details. So there's that digital innovation bit of it, which has many facets. And that's why you're finding people want to make quick money. Some are making it scrupulously, others unscrupulously, which you can't stop that society. But if you take time and measure and check how many are making money out of it, and actually it's a very small number. We're talking about less than 1%. So 99% of every other Kenyan, especially the young generation, are actually looking at innovation with a different eye. They want to see, if it's agriculture, what can be done better. So there has to be research. We need to have data, analytics, borrow from this AI to improve. So that bit of innovation. Then, of course, there's the ethical leadership we are talking about. You could be having a lot of information about me today. We've had back-end chats. We've had chats socially outside. But as a leader, I need to trust you. You have to be ethically prompted to take care of the information that you have. That's why you're finding data protection has also moved to the next level. Any occasion you have, somebody must give you the mandate to actually share this with the public. Not because of anything. It's because of the ethical leadership. Don't use my images to create something that will only make money to you.
It doesn't make anything in return for me.
That's not ethics. We have WhatsApp status. Why today you can't screenshot the image on your... The minute you screenshot, it gets blurred. It's because you can easily use that to make money. You can write an article. Right now, if you immediately write an article and you've done some plagiarism, any content platform will actually flag it immediately and it will block you from LinkedIn to meetups and what have you. So ethical leadership, and the other bit, which is the last bit, is the global collaboration. Right now, prove me or correct me if I'm wrong, somebody in Alaska, in the US, somebody in Australia, somebody in Chad can easily log into YouTube and continue with that, pick up the discussion that they can comment and tell Alan, ask Kitonga this. There's something you said there that I'm not happy about. Can you clarify before you leave there? So that globalization of issues is coming from the higher education aspect. So those three things, we are talking about digital innovation, ethical leadership, and global collaboration. That's the next phase of higher education. And that is exactly what we need to pin it to. We should not lose focus.
Yeah.
Anything else is very short term, so to say.
Yeah.
So I would actually lock it there.
Yeah.
That our next phase is purely on ethical leadership, global collaboration, and of course, digital innovation.
Yeah.
Anything we can innovate right now,
Yeah.
let's take it up.
Yeah, that is what the university is looking at doing.
Yes.
But then there is the student who is supposed to come to the university. How do we lock the student to that?
And that is why
Yeah.
where we have to have what we call sustainability prospects.
Yeah.
So it's our responsibility to actually lock that student, for them to progressively, because you will make money today,
Yeah.
and you are a young person. You had very serious discussions yesterday on Science TV on how to use money.
Yeah.
And you're actually the one who said that, you know what, the minute you get money, you get excited. This young man has gotten 100,000.
Yeah.
What happens from there? The next minute,
Yeah.
you'll either go, you never know, abuse it,
Yeah.
and that could be in many ways. Right now, alcohol is being advertised left, right, center.
Yeah.
You can do anything. You can just go buy a mobile phone for 100,000, you're left broke. Again, that locking has to be sustainable.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that we can pick this talent, this talented, and Kwe is very good in that, by the way.
Yeah.
Picking talent from all over. That's why our community engagements are real time. You go for a chat service and you can tell you're going there for one mission, to listen to the gospel, but again, you want to see the young people there. How many people are inquisitive for what is going on? How many are questioning what the priest has said today? On Friday, during our graduation, a lot of young people wanted to talk to the bishops there. No one knows the message they wanted to pass.
Yeah.
Of course, the security detail was there. The Prime Cabinet Secretary was there. Honorable Musalia Musdavadi. But because of security reasons and time, but we, back end, we took some of those questions. And some of them were just simply asking, what next for us?
Yeah.
We were just wanted to ask the
What
Cabinet
next?
Secretary, what next for us? There are a lot of things going on about education in the country. No one is telling us, no one is giving us information. Otherwise, if we had the information, we would either be a bit patient and, but no one is talking to us. And that's why the Gen Z aspect is, bringing a very shifty aspect, because if you don't talk to them, if you don't have a conversation, you've actually lost the sustainability aspect. But I'll be honest with you, we deal with Gen Zs. Like yesterday, we had a whole day with them. They're very ready and willing to listen, if you also listen to them.
Yeah.
Get their aspect. And some of them have got brilliant ideas, solutions which don't have to take. I'll be honest with you, where we are headed, like last week's graduation ceremony, most of the ideas that came to make things easier came from the young people. We used to queue, picking gowns and what have you. What they said is, make it simple. Just tell us, just do 1, 2, 3 things. These are gown picking. Instead of using one person, you have many people sitting in the offices, which right now, attention is the graduation.
Yeah.
Pick them, give them 2, 3 instructions. We know them. We've been with them for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, within a bracket of 5 hours,
The process was done.
Everyone gone home by 5.
Yeah.
To me, those are some of the things which, those conversations have to be sustained. And we will lock this young person if you listen to them. Even in your own homes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know at times you go home tired, you just want to, get your dinner, sleep. But no harm. Find out how was your day.
How was the day?
What did your teacher tell you today? You'll be, and you make it a habit, make it consistent, and we will cross it off. Others have done it. Other countries have done it.
On social media, sometimes you come across jokes that Baba you watoto wanasomea wapi.
No, it's actually not a joke, Alan.
Yeah.
It's actually not a joke. It's true.
Fathers that don't know where their children go to school.
Yes, and by that does not even mean by the name. Even ask them where the school is.
Lakini walitoa pesa ya school fees at the beginning of the term.
You can't sustain that. Even deep down your heart, it'll be one of your killers. Find out one day in the afternoon when your boys are telling you, let's go watch Arsenal match. Tell them, I'll be coming, but I'll come maybe after 15 minutes. I had to pass by somewhere. On a Saturday, the school is closed, but just see where your kid wakes up to go. Otherwise, you become your own tick. We were talking about ticks last week when you were mourning Baba.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Alan. You will never find a tick on a dead cow. So don't be your own tick first. The minute you die, your spirit is gone. What will you be remembered for? Let your children also at home know that dad knows where, I go to school. You tell them, I saw your signboard is a bit, shaky.
Then they wonder, what time did dad go there?
Go there.
Yeah.
Let them know you are aware of what they're doing. Yeah.
Creates more rapport.
Creates more rapport.
In the first half of the conversation, we spoke about the continuity in the current education system, the KJSEA, KEPSEA, and all of that. Then how do we link that? Because education, higher education and tertiary education is solely based off of the principles of the institution itself. But then how do you think we should then, actually this is the question, how should we be able to create a nexus, a linkage between this that has been grown from grade 1, grade 9, now this child is transitioning into university. How do we make it continuous to bake and produce a holistic student at the end of the journey of their learning? Because I feel after they are done with the KEPSEA, KJSEA, now they are headed into the university. Yes, they already know, I want to be an engineer, I want to be all of this, but are they now going to come to the university and then the university flips the script? So basically, how do we link the curriculum of higher learning institutions to the current system that we're having in both primary and secondary learning in our country?
Excellent question, Alan. And that's where the gap is actually, as you speak.
Yeah.
And it's because we are not giving it time. And I'm sure even the ministry, from where I sit, at least I have tangible evidence that's actually an agenda.
They are actively having a conversation about it.
How do we hand over? If is the university ready?
Because you cannot have the ingredients right, and then at the end, karibu keki inaiva, it's disrupted. Yeah.
So it is something that actually needs a holistic and an inclusive participation.
Yeah.
The university has a part to play in it, and some are getting it right, including choir.
Yeah.
But now, where the magic or where the deal breaker would be is how do we sustain it? Because there are a lot of challenges currently being experienced on it. And I'll be very honest. One of it is the financial aspect, which, like at choir, the experience we have, why we've not managed to actually fully on board that concept is because you find students come in and the scholarships that we have cannot sustain all. So either somebody has to, the mental aspect of it is affecting them already.
Yeah.
That already affects the cake end of the day, because they feel I was very consistent in primary. I could say, but university is becoming a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Should I now take it? Should I take something else that is a bit less strenuous, less demanding, where I don't have to consistently be in class? Things like the work study. We have a very vibrant work study program.
Yeah.
But you find some of the programs the students are doing, they need so much attention that this student cannot fit in the work study. They need to have discussions, they need to have collaborations with other universities, research moments, etc. But they also need to work and earn that extra 5,000.
Yeah.
How can we assist so that we can sustain that student fully to the end? So these are discussions that are currently going on.
Yeah.
But my request would be if we put little more attention holistically from the ministry and all stakeholders that are involved in it, including parents at home and guardians and sponsors, etc. So that we are all aware that it has to be end to end blocked. In between, we can't afford to, the way you've put it, we can't afford to miss. Otherwise, it will destroy the whole journey from the beginning to the end.
All right. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we're talking about the affordability. You've hinted a little bit about it, but extensively, the affordability of higher education. We've seen many students who have not transitioned into higher learning institutions because of the different challenges. But we're not necessarily going to focus on why isn't it working, but how can we make higher education affordable? And of course, this would be our last part. And how can guys get in touch with Kwea University, which are some of the amazing opportunities that exist at Kwea University?
Asante, thank you.
All right, keep it Science TV, and we'll be back.